If you skip this video, it's completely on you. Because, God, I wish I should have had this information. So, if you were anything like me, before you joined the military, you wish you could have had some sort of guidance of what you was going to get yourself into. You can only hear so much about basic training, but nobody ever says anything about AIT. Because AIT is always pumped up to be the best thing in the world, but that all depends on where you go and what you pick as your MOS. This is what I want to tell you guys who are becoming 12 whiskeys. A 12 whiskey, a carpentry masonry specialist in the Army. So I'm going to give you like what to look for and what to expect. First of all, if this video kind of sucks, forgive me. I just pulled off an all-nighter shift from 6 p.m. to 6:17 a.m. God, I'm tired, but I'm making this video so I don't fall asleep and die behind the wheel. Oh. Yeah, so, smart water. Anyway, so, after basic training, you go to a 7-week process in Gulfport, Mississippi. Gulfport, Mississippi is a Navy construction base with the Seabees. It's the only landlocked job for the Navy. So, you are upheld to a very, very high standard being in the Army. Because you're not only there with just Navy, you're there with Air Force and a little bit of Marine sprinkled in there. So, the day you show up, it's probably going to be 2 o'clock in the morning. And hopefully you get a good sergeant and you don't get a drill sergeant so you don't get smoked your first time getting there. I had Sergeant Ritter. Thank God, because Sergeant Ritter is the dopest sergeant in the world. You probably won't have him because he's out of the Army now. So, essentially, right, what to expect. You get there, you have to lay out all your equipment. They look over all your equipment. They send you up to your rooms. You get associated with the building. You get associated with the building. It's most likely going to be a weekend, and you go through the process of TS. So how it works, you got PS, TS, GS, and then Star Pass. So right, you TS is temporary standing. It's your holdover or your hold under. It's your first week It's your first week of being there. It's what you do, right? It's you get your rule set and you get into the mojo essentially, right? You get your reception done, which is about a day, which is usually on a Sunday. So once you're on TS, depending on, you could be there for a week before you start classes. We had a group there for I think they were there for six weeks before they even started classes. So it really depends on where you fall. Their standard is the new people are the top priority. The people who are there are the lower priority. Active duty is the lowest priority, and people on probationary standard might not even ever get classes because they did something wrong, and so they were put on probation, which is probationary standing. So essentially, right, you class up. That's the thing you want. So while they're looking over your gear, they take away your phone. They take away your phone, and you do not get it back until you pass Math 2. Once you pass Math 2, you get your phone, you're put on good standing. It's awesome. It's the most amazing thing that you could ever imagine because it's very mentally draining because while you're on TS, you sit in a room all day, probably get smoked for hours upon hours on end, but you become a great soldier, by the way. I got in the best shape of my life being in Gulfport, Mississippi. Once you get on good standing, you can go to a church thing that they have where you can go out on Sunday and you can go eat food, play games, go to a church service at I think the New Baptist Church down there in Gulfport. They are great people. There's actually a video. If you look up Gulfport, Mississippi Baptist Church, you can see a video of me slamming the preacher on the podium, because it was a whole thing. It was pretty awesome. Insert video here. They're probably not going to see that because I just wanted to say that, but it was pretty cool, you know. So you get put on good standing. You start doing classes. You do classes such as laying concrete, woodworking. You will do masonry. You build bricks. You will do framework. You will build a wall. You will build a roof. You will build with doors, windows. You will do siding, stairs. Holy moly, stairs are. Learn your stair math, guys, because when you take your tests, they're not open note. You have to know it. So study, study, study. When you get study hall time, you will 100% get study hall time. It's a required thing. Study. Flashcards. 100% flashcards. That's what you need. Be prepared. And then essentially, as time goes on, you have the opportunity to go to Star Pass. I was on Star Pass. You get to leave base. You get to wear civilian clothes for the first time in probably 3 months. You get to get out of the uniform. I bought myself a pair of Jordans. I became a beanie boy. I had beanies all the time. Oh, it was cringy, but man, you got to do things. You got to eat canes. You got to eat actual food. It felt so good. You don't go to the galley or the DFAC. It's just amazing, man. So study when Star Pass comes around. Study. Gulfport, Mississippi. Study. The only way you're going to be able to ever pass it is if you study. So all I have to leave you with is study. Learn your chain of command. Learn who you say at ease to, and learn who you say company attention to. Do not be a dirtbag. Do the best you can. Do not be sneaking on the female floors to hang out with your battle boo, Perez. Why would you do that? It's stupid. Do the right thing. Sound off. When you march off and you go the hey, say what? Charlie, ho, ho, big dogs, but we're snakes. What do? We slither. Say that with all your heart and all your soul, man, because the only way to succeed in Gulfport, Mississippi as a 12 whiskey, as a carpentry masonry specialist, is to sound off, is to learn and to study and be the absolute best soldier you could be. By the way, when you get there, you're going to notice it's primarily National Guard and Reserve. While I was in there, we had a maximum of 3 or 4 active duty out of a company of 100 and around 109 to 120. So be ready for that. You will have your platoons, the Punishers, I think the Vipers, Shadows, and whatever third platoon is, I forgot. Learn them. Learn who the first sergeant is. Learn who your drill sergeants are. Thank God you guys won't have Senior Drill Sergeant Smart. She was strict. She hated everybody. Now you guys have pretty funny drill sergeants, and just work on yourself. Stay in physically good shape. Get on Star Pass. Do the right thing. Study for your tests. Study, study, study. It's easy. Don't get distracted. Because once you graduate from that, you go home. And it's over with. And you get pinned on your you get your castle on your collar. You get your 12 series insignia. You get you get it all, and it's just you get your engineer's insignia. It's all worth it in the end. So do the right thing, and that's just what I have to say about Gulfport, Mississippi. I'll leave a story. I'll do a story on it one day. It's just this is what I have to say, because this is the guidance that I wish I had before I went in. Do not let anybody who's there bring you down, because the best place to be an overachiever is Gulfport, Mississippi. So if you guys have any questions about it, leave it in the comments below. Y'all have a good one.